It's the first knockout round of the Champions League, and we're off to France to face Marseille. Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel. I am frankly FM84 and this is another episode of Die Roten Bullen, where we are currently out in Germany managing Red Bull Leipzig. As I alluded to at the start of the episode, we are off to France to play under the lights in the Champions League as we face off against Marseille. But before we get into any of today's match footage, please don't forget to hit the subscribe and like button to help the channel out. Leave any comments that you have about the series, whether you enjoy it, anything I could do better, leave them in the box down below. But if all that's done, we're going to jump straight on into the game and get on with this Champions League first round knockout game. So then, since you were last with us, you can see that we still have a 7-point lead proudly at the top of the Bundesliga. We went on and played just the one game in the in-between of the last episode and this one, and that was a game against Frankfurt where we comprehensively won 2-0. Kayo George and Brenner getting the goals. Even though it looks like it was a struggle, actually the game was quite easy and we had it wrapped up and was never really in doubt. So looking at the Bundesliga, you can see that we have that 7-point lead. We also have a healthy goal difference of 44, although Borussia Dortmund is actually better on 46. But for today's episode, we are moving away from the Bundesliga and into the next column, where you can see that we are off to France to face Marseille. So no messing about with this one. We're going to jump straight on in and show you the lineup that is going to face Marseille. And we have Galaxy in goal, Angelino at left back, Klostermann, Konate and Lamptey. We have Forsberg, Tonali and Thales Magno in the midfield, with Olmo playing in behind Sorloth and Brenner. Hopefully this is going to give us the away goals that we need to come back to the Red Bull Arena and be comfortable for the second leg. Here we go then, the first of the knockout phases has begun and we have a highlight straight from kickoff 1 minute into the game and we are on the back foot already. There's a ball bobbling about and Radonjic has scored for Marseille after 1 minute 36. After the last episode where we scored after 1 minute 38, it's come back to bite us in this one as we've conceded very early, and this is not the start we were looking for. I really thought that we would go out to France and start putting a stamp on the game, but instead we're on the back foot again. They are playing around us, and Florian Thauvin has scored, and we are 2-0 down inside 8 minutes on the road in France. This is really disappointing. I thought that the way we were playing in the Bundesliga, we would turn up here and really rip into them, but it's not being the case in the first 15 minutes. Hopefully we can grow into the game, and we've got a goal back. 15 minutes on the clock now, and we're 2-1. There's the away goal that we needed. It's encouraging that we've got the goal back so quickly, really. Lamptey with the ball to Magno. He crosses it in. There's Sorloth to sweep it in past the goalkeeper who's off balance. It's a great finish, really, but we need more of that and less of the terrible defending that we've seen so far as we look to try and get back on level terms. But again, it's defending that we're doing. Marseille with the ball over the top, and this time it's Galaxy with the save to push the ball around the post, give a corner away, and from the corner Konate deals with it well at the front post, and then the ball kind of ricochets around in the penalty area, goes out for another corner. And from this corner we deal with it well at the front post, Klostermann with the header, and then Forsberg with the tackle to give the throw-in away, and nothing really is going to come of the throw-in. So looking at the stats, we are thoroughly being outplayed. Marseille are on top in terms of shots on target, possession of the ball, but we did score with our only shot on target so far, so hopefully things can only get better for us, and hopefully that'll start here as we look to press. But Marseille have walked through the middle of the park, and luckily a tackle from Konate gets the ball. Tonali now tries to play it forwards, but again Marseille deal with that quite well. They play it forwards and they're on the attack again. Ball over the top, and there's a third goal as Arkadiusz Milik has scored. But these ones that go to VAR always get ruled out, and the goal is rightfully disallowed as when the ball is played, even though you can't see anything really in this replay. He is offside. but he tucks it away well. What Galaxy was doing trying to pick the ball up there, I don't know. But now we are on the attack with Lamptey. Crosses it in, and Sorloth's had a header that goes just past the post. And really, we need to be taking another of these chances if we're going to have any chance of getting back into this game properly. Because again, the defending needs to be better. Lamptey makes a tackle. Marvey with the cross though, and this time that one's going to count. It's 3-1 at half time. This has been a very disappointing performance. Looking at some of these stats here, it's grim reading. 4 shots, 1 on target, 46% of the possession. Saying that Tonali's been losing the ball more than anybody in the team, which is not good really. He's supposed to be the player who's going to hold things together in the middle of the park. Seems like that's not working. We might give him 10 more minutes and see what happens, but he looks like a player who might be ready to come off. But Sorloth is trying to keep us in this game single-handedly. That's a second goal there for Sorloth. Olmo with a pass straight up the wing, and he does really well here to hold the man off. Plays it through his legs, gets him behind. Goalkeeper commits, and he tucks it away in the far post. I think we are going to make that change. I think Tonali's going to come off, and I think, who should we bring on in the middle? We're going to bring on Sobolai, who hasn't been playing recently because of an injury. He's just recently back. So who else can we change? I think I'm going to try an experiment where we play Kyo George wide left, Forsberg in behind the front two, and see what happens. As we are now on the attack again. Brenner tries to break away, but the tackle comes in. It goes out for a throw-in. So those substitutions have gone through. And we need to try and press in the middle of the park a bit better. But it's not looking like that's happening, as Marseille are on the attack again. Passing it around quite nicely and just step past the man there. Good block from the shot. And the ball does eventually go out for a goal kick. But we really are struggling to get on top in the game, as Marseille come again. And there is Milik with another goal, and it looks like this one's going to be ruled out too. We are really living on the edge here. Goal review, goal disallowed again. You can see he's in the middle, Milik. Oh, these ones are too tight to call that, really. You can't tell in this game. Obviously, in real life, they draw the lines and everything with the way that we do our VAR. But the game there is really not showing you much when you've just got a yellow line and a red line, and you can see that the player looks to be onside. So I think we've got away with one there. The first one was clearly offside. That one, I think we've got away with one. It still doesn't excuse the fact that we're not doing very well in the game, but we're still carving out some kinds of chances. Sorloth there had the ball in the box. It gets cleared. Angelino's now going to drive towards the box. Gets a big deflection. It's coming at the front post. It's bobbling around. And Emil Forsberg has made it 3-3. And all of a sudden, it's gone from grim reading at 3-1 to 3 away goals and currently drawing 3-3. Sorloth has the chance. It hits the post, and then it kind of hits Forsberg in the face. Falls to his foot, and he taps it into the empty net to get us back on level terms. And now all of a sudden it's looking a lot more promising, because we all of a sudden have 3 away goals after 70 minutes on the clock. And I think now if we can just see the game out with a 3-3 draw, I'd be very happy with that. But defending again with a Marvey with a cross, and Milik this time has got a goal. No chance this one is getting ruled out, as he headers the ball past Galaxy. And this game has had a bit of everything. Disallowed goals, brilliant goals, strange goals, 4-3, and we're going to have another chance, it looks like here, as Sorloth is on the turn, tries to play the ball, but it gets cut out. Now somebody needs to put a foot in. They should not be running straight past players like that. And Amavi is causing all kinds of trouble. Milik's had a shot, it's deflected, it's come back to him. And all of a sudden, it's gone from 3-1 to 3-3 to 5-3 to Marseille. And this game really is crazy. Our Champions League campaign is looking grim, as they're in behind again. Milik there could have made it 6-3. I think if he scores there, we really are in trouble. I think we're just clinging on at the moment to the fact that we've got 3 away goals, but we're still going to need to do the business back at home in the Red Bull Arena. We could have got another couple of chances, and maybe have got a fourth goal there, it would have looked more likely. But looking at the stats, it's not impressive. It's not a good performance, despite us scoring 3. Marseille have had 21 shots with 9 on target to our 10 and 5. They've had an XG of 2.54 and scored 5. We've had a 1.73 and scored 3. They've had more of the ball. I guess it's just one of those performances that on the night didn't really come off. We really didn't work hard enough, couldn't close them down, and I think with Tonali giving the ball away and then getting substituted, it didn't really work. But we're going to bring them back to Germany, and we're going to have a good go at them when they arrive here in Germany. And this is not over by any stretch of the imagination. But this episode is about to be over, so I'm going to wrap it there. A big thank you for watching. Please don't forget to hit the subscribe and like button to help the channel out. But for this one, that's a wrap. Thank you for watching.